For my final story project, I will be having a conversation with my kids and I'll be telling you about it. So, my kids asked me in the living room how I got started with my career and the process of how it was. I told them I started my journey because of my love with anatomy and family and because I created a statement in my class. Being is traveling the world with my gift of consistency and empathy and giving my family members memories they can cherish forever. After I graduated high school at 18, I started following my dreams in Valencia College. I always wanted to study something fast and especially something I loved. In high school, I took anatomy and physiology and I fell in love with it, so I decided to look into careers that have to do with anatomy and found ultrasound tech. After I found it, I looked into programs and I found Advent Health Ultrasound Tech program, being diagnostic medical sonographer. I thought about it and I decided to pursue it. I started with 3 classes, 2 of them being prerequisites for the program, because I started at Valencia College with all my prerequisites, and then I went with the 2 other years in the Advent Health program. And for my 2 years at Valencia for my associate's degree, I did all my prerequisites in those 2 years. And then they asked me how much did it cost me. So for my Valencia, I did financial aid and some loans. For my other 2 years, which were in the Advent Health program, I also used financial aid with the Advent Health financial aid program they have. And I decided to also take some loans because it was much more than the Valencia College program. Then they asked me if I had any help in this process. And I told them I used many of the resources that Valencia gave me at the time. Like they had a depot I used to study with friends or alone for many tests, many projects, and many homeworks I had. I would also research in the library if I needed to do projects for science or for new student experience. They also offered me so many other good resources to succeed in all I wanted to do. But after they asked me about how did I get to the job after doing all of the academic resources, and I told them that I passed all my exams and I had to do some training, which was interning, before I got my certificate. I had to pause my job at the time with my sister, and I had to intern in a hospital with them for a few months. After interning, I graduated and got my certificate, and I looked into jobs for ultrasound techs around the area, and I found a good one in one of the Advent Healths near my house. But they asked me, what exactly do I do? And I told them I am an ultrasound tech, which is someone who uses specialized equipment to examine parts of the human body, including the abdomen, reproductive systems, prostate, heart, and blood vessels. We help physicians and other medical professionals detect heart diseases, vascular diseases, and pregnancy, and much more. And they asked me, is it a hard job to do? And I told them that no, because it's something that I always had a passion about, and doing it finally in such a short amount of time made the job way easier than it has to be. I work 3 days, 12 hours, And it honestly is the best, I told them. Then they told me that it was a very interesting story, and then they wished to succeed like I did in the past.